What's going on, everybody? This is TJ Brooks at High Performance Lifestyle Coaching. I have one of our online coaching clients with us today, Colleen Sullivan, and she's going to kind of walk us through her journey and just kind of start by telling us a little bit about yourself, how old you are, what do you do, so on and so forth. So take it away.
Well, my name is Colleen, as you said, and I'm 58. I just turned 58. And what made me join, or what made me interested in this, is a year ago I was in the middle of chemo, and I had breast cancer, and I still have more surgeries ahead of me. But I really was tired of laying on the couch, tired all the time, and I needed to lose some weight for one of the surgeries, and this was the best way I could do it. And I don't know if you're hesitant to do something like this because it's online, but there is an accountability piece that I really enjoyed. And you get to use that accountability as much as or as little as you want. TJ and Devin were always available to me, and I always felt comfortable, texting or asking a question, or I know one day I missed the workout, so I texted and said, "Oh shoot, I missed it." I really enjoyed. There's so many things I enjoyed. The best thing was what it did to me personally.
Yeah, keep going with this, but and I'm assuming you're going this direction, but what were your biggest breakthroughs, things you learned, perspective or mindset changes that you had, and then obviously what specific results did you get from, going through this process? So
there's on-scale results, there's off-scale results, and I think I hit both of those. The off-scale successes were something I didn't think would happen. Or I wasn't attuned to. I know you probably see it every day, but the transformation, both physically and mentally for me, were huge. I know there was a time where I called you and I'm like, I don't know if I could do this. And you said, Colleen, if you're walking forward, you're going in the right direction. And I was really struggling with doing it sometimes after chemo. And that to this day plays in my head. So every time I want to lay down on that really comfortable couch, I remember a step forward. Some days were better than others, but I loved it.
So as long as you're getting 1% better each day, that's all we have to focus on, right?
Yes.
And I always say, not necessarily the destination being the number on the scale, but the process of getting there, right? And that's what you have to enjoy, and that's what's going to allow you to stick with it long term, because you look forward to it. It's something you enjoy now, and that if you can just show up and be 1% better each day for yourself, that it'll keep moving you in that direction. So let me ask you this: so what were some of your big struggles before starting the program? When you came to us, what things were keeping you stuck, and what battles were you facing, maybe internally or externally?
Well, physically, it was the chemo. Physically, it was recovering from surgeries and that feeling of self-doubt. And I have to tell you that that goes away. It really does. Because if you can finish yesterday's workout, you're in a better position to finish today's walk and tomorrow's workout. And those small successes, although small in the beginning and I didn't see changes, when my husband would say, "You are looking really good," or he could hear me grunting in the next room because I was, getting
the work in.
The work. And he would say, "Gosh, you are trying so hard. This is so wonderful." I love hearing that. So it was a physical and an emotional and mental change for me.
Yeah, that's cool. And so when you first started, I know you even mentioned at the beginning of this conversation right here, just maybe if you're hesitant because of the program being online. And so I want to talk about what maybe you were skeptical of when coming into the program. Was it the fact that it was online and you'd never done anything like that, or maybe had some limiting beliefs that it might work because it was online, or what was the big thing for you?
You kind of nailed it on the head. who knew what it was going to be like when COVID started? And with the program that was assigned to me, it wasn't very difficult. I mean, it was difficult physically, but I got a text every morning with some motivational comment. I could go online to the app and I can pull up what I needed to do. I never felt alone, and it's not that hard to do it in the comfort of your living room or your basement or garage.
Yeah, love it. It's true. And so how long had you been wanting to accomplish these goals before starting with us? I can't remember. How long had your health and fitness been a struggle?
I think what probably for a long time, but I used to be an athlete. And then, you know, middle age. And then when I got cancer, I was like, I got to get my crap together. I don't want to be fighting this forever. So part of that was the working out, but also the food program, you know, preparing my food, which I still do every week, my chicken and, you know, putting it in the Instant Pot. I just love knowing what I'm going to eat, and there's no decision. I love it.
You've got certain, you have a plan now, right? And so I guess what was holding, like, what I guess where I was going with that is what was kind of holding you back from taking action sooner, right? If it had been a long time, and I know obviously the driving motivation was the fact that, like, you know, you were fighting cancer and you didn't want to have it be an ongoing thing, and your health will obviously help with that. So, but I guess, like, what was the thing that was maybe holding you back or keeping you stuck, or didn't allow you to, like, actually take action sooner? Does that make sense?
I'm not sure if I could put my finger on it, but the thing that overcame it was the comfort of my own home. I didn't have to put it on a schedule and then hope that traffic would allow me to get there at the right time. Or if I had a call for work or whatever, what if I couldn't make it in? Being able to do it from your home opened up a lot.
Right. And so it's, you know, something that, so up to that point, you hadn't had something that you were comfortable with, meaning that it wasn't flexible enough to, like, fit your lifestyle. You know, it was more convenient for you. Like, you were a lot more aligned to the process. It wasn't something that you probably woke up in the morning, you're like, I got to do it. Like, you probably looked forward to it, right? I always say it should be like Netflix or cake. Like, you just gotta like it. So let me ask you, what finally, I guess, convinced you to take action?
I think it was just the relationship that started with Devin and you. And, you know, we're not best friends. We don't call each other on the weekends for a barbecue, but just knowing that you were there helped a lot. And I don't think I've ever had that, even when I was in programs at the Y, or I had a personal trainer through one of their programs. I didn't feel that that connection. And it's probably on the top 5, it's probably number 3 or 4.
Cool. So let me ask you, so you feel better, you're in a way better spot than you were. Like, how has this journey, how have these results that you've achieved, how has it impacted other areas of your life? Relationships, work, day-to-day activity?
It has become my lifestyle. Carving out time on Monday to make my meals for the week, part of the lifestyle. I do look forward to working out or doing my walk, whatever, because it's me time and I don't have to worry about anybody else. And I think for women, that's a big struggle, is we don't know, you know, we put everybody else first. This was time that I got to put for myself. Did that answer it?
Yeah. Yep. So you've been able to, so how has this impacted other areas of your life? You've been able to move yourself to the top of the totem pole, right? Stop worrying about other people and be able to make time or prioritize the time that you had, because we all have 24 hours in the day. It's not like we never had time. It's just like we didn't prioritize it in the way that allowed us to make it a lifestyle, right? And that's what you've done. That's cool.
Yep.
Awesome. So who would you recommend this program for?
I think there's so many other Colleens out there. Maybe they didn't have cancer, but there's 50 some, you know, women that are in their 50s who are probably, you know, just struggling to figure out who they are at this point in their life. And making myself a priority is not something thing that everybody else fights with. I mean, I think everybody needs to really believe in themselves, and that's what has been the biggest outcome. The energy, the lifestyle change. I don't want to go back to the old Colleen.
Mm-hmm. So just like anyone trying to figure out like who they are, learn how to make themselves a priority, and like create more belief in themselves.
And you're never too old to start. I mean, seriously, not too old to start.
Mm-hmm. That is so true. So I guess, so what would you say to someone, maybe they just signed up, maybe they're a little scared about getting started on the program even? What would your advice be to them?
If they're doing it online, or even if they're doing something in person, the tools are there. You are in control of what tools you use and when you use them, and they can be used as often as you need. And I would really suggest those check-ins, because anything, I specifically remember a day where I was so frustrated and I almost was crying. I'm gonna give it up. And then I saw some results. And I was so happy that you were like, Colleen, stick it out, it'll happen. And without that relationship there, I don't know if I would have continued.
Gotta have that person in your corner, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So just stay plugged in, get a coach, right? Keep a coach, have someone there that's going to walk you through it, because like nobody wants to do this alone. That's cool. Awesome. Well, that's all I have. Unless there's anything else you want to add, we're done.
I think the things that you have, that I'm looking at the intangible things, and that's the coaching, the online support, just feeling good about yourself and having pride in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So make yourself that way. Sorry.
Awesome. Well, give yourself a pat on the back. You've done amazing. Yes. And thank you for sharing with everyone. We'll catch you guys next time. Thanks so much again. We'll talk to you later.
Thanks.